Okay, boys and girls, today I want to talk about words. I'm walking in my neighborhood, so I just want to be quiet and calm and just try and relay the information to you. Okay? I'm going to use a whipping boy that I've used before. Chuck Schumer, treasonous snake. Rajneeshi enjoyer, go watch Ashram and Pune, right? Loves Epstein Isle, right? Chuck Schumer, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? And it's just like, how do I put this, is today he was like, America's becoming a dictatorship. Yeah, it is. America is about to dictate that the covert abuse and sexual abuse and grooming of children in closed doors in a ritualistic fashion, similar to what Rajneeshpuram was doing, also known as Osho, also known under some other name, right? Yuri Bezmenov fucking knew him under a whole different name, right? But this is a character who is like a well-documented person in fucking history, dog. Whose first cult landing, invasive force landing, landed right up in Oregon. Okay, so we're like ground zero for this shit. Okay, but yeah, so America's about to be a dictatorship. We're about to dictate that shit's not allowed, right? That shit's not allowed. Because it's any normal human who watches Ashram and Pune and sees what's happening behind closed doors to a small portion of the overall group would be horrified. And the practices that are being practiced today are that magnified exponentially worse, right? It is by these means that a larger part of the population is so disbalanced, right? It's just, okay, guys. Okay, so when Chuck Schumer says America's about to become a dictatorship, he's also warning his own people to get out. But there's nowhere for him to go, right? So their only option is to come clean. And then what? And then what? So it's a huge problem. Right? People who cannot accept they have, this is not an overcomable thing through diplomacy. Yeah, America, we have a lot of dictates, right? We dictate that you follow, some rules so you don't, we don't end up like Africa and shit when it comes to trafficking, flip cars everywhere. All right? We dictate, hey, leave no trace. Pick your fucking trash up. We used to dictate, and open conversations of sexuality in the reality of how they exist in our biology and making intelligent decisions, you know what I mean? But that all fell by the wayside because of fucking Rajneeshpuram and a few bribe fucks, dude, and the inability for really all of us, for our elders to admit they were wrong or even change, right? It's just guys, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, America's always been a dictatorship. It's just people used to follow the rules because they got shot a lot more often. And now, no one's following the rules because no one's getting shot. And the average American, whose children are being brutalized by this, and now, because of viral information spreading of the internet, have all communicated in a decentralized fashion to each other about the two problems, we have all the fucking weaponry. Right? Because we're actually Americans. Because every real American, based off being here, will meet another real American, and through just talking to him, oh, you're an American, I'm an American. So to us, guns are like a no thing. It's like a hammer. Everyone's fucking got one in our world, which is all over the place too, And it's just when all those people find out what's happening to their children in their schools behind their back through these fucking practices, they're going to be really angry about it. Phenomenally angry. I don't think you can imagine the amount of anger they're going to feel, right? Once they realize it's affecting their own lives, once they realize it's happening to kids down the street, because this invading force has been interacting only with its own cult so long, they now do believe they actually fucking run everything because of the mass media hypnosis. But that does not actually exist anymore for most people. But it's also why we're seeing degradation in society, because for the people it does exist for are the youth. And so a huge portion of the American youth, let's say low millennial, high Gen Z, are being absolutely brutalized in fucking public, in front of their own fucking parents. And nothing's happening, you know, covertly assassinated. And then they can go online and see the people planning to kill them. And they're still forced to go to school every day, surrounded by a bunch of monkeys from the other side of the world who are actually just waiting for their minute to catch him alone and whack him. That's what your average, like, 13-year-old white boy is dealing with right now. Who are being put in these schools. It is a hostage situation repeated around the country. And the people creating this hostage situation talk openly online that that's what it's their intent to do. Like, they don't hide it. You just have to go where they hang out online. Just like going to their block, but it's a IP instead of an address. Right? And so it's got to be really frustrating for these kids who are constantly facing assassination. And their parents are like, no, they're just bullying you. And won't even look at the fucking computer screen where the dudes are planning to kill them. You know, it's just like the old fucks need to be out of government, guys. Like, especially here in California, right here, where I'm at. Like, the people in charge of this government need to wise up, come clean, and communicate honestly. Or be out of government. But how can we take them out of government when they have brought up a corrupted police force? Right? And it's just like, dude, I sat down at the coffee shop today and they're fucking brokering deals of American technology to fucking Israel, dude. Just like it's everyday business. Treason to the entire fucking country to supply fetishists with fresh children and creating an entire system of artificial family aid that in reality empowers the segregation to feed that machine. Are you kidding me? And then they get up here and they want to be like, he's shutting down all these aid working places, right? Is he? Is that going to be horrible for us, the American people, that he's shutting down all these aid working places that were using literally EBT money to pay for luxury trips from third world countries of slave populations to our shores with our own EBT money? He's shutting all that shit down. I'm supposed to be like sad? Is he shutting it down? Or are we shutting it down? Or is no one shutting it down? And it's just a lie that's being peddled online as everything continues as is and no one actually makes any changes. Right? I personally have not been blowing shit up. But I also personally haven't seen too much shit blown up. There's definitely some active people out there. Right? Because it's like... You don't need to blow it up. You just need to wait for it to come to crisis and then propose a solution, right? But how can we propose a solution when we can't have an honest conversation? Because everything's a popularity contest between foreign traders, Epstein enjoyers, and a few bribe dummies who think they're doing a good thing but are kept in an artificial wealth bubble away from everyone else so they can't see the degradation of the society and can't see that the policies that they are implementing aren't actually being instituted. Or, you know, or differently, the policies they are implementing have become to be found to be deadly to our culture and our people, and yet they're not talking about it. Right? So it's like, these are the difficult questions that every politician right now has to face, because every human has to face these fucking questions, and they're not facing it. What we need now is we need all the Americans with guns who understand the problem to just go online and be like, okay, and just to start discussing openly the problem. Like, and don't leave anything on the table, you know, be like, do we put them all down? Just, you know, get it on the news, you know, everyone will be like, see, they're about to put people in camps. And we can be like, no, we're not going to put anyone in camps. We're just like, we're trying to figure out how to do this. There's this huge problem that no one's talking about. We would love for other people to fucking talk about it. But since no one else is talking about it, we're just kind of like talking about solutions already, because let's face it, we're the ones with all the fucking guns. You came here. right? Because I've been all the other fucking places. And like, most people don't got going on like that. Especially not like everything pre 9/11. Okay? Everything that existed here pre 9/11 is superior to every other culture that I have been on in Earth except possibly Japan. But I haven't been everywhere. You know what I mean? But what was happening in America pre 9/11 was going in the right direction. And it would be so easy to get back there with technology. But yeah, we got to cut out all the child raping cultist guys. They have no place in our society. So we're about to dictate that shit is also a war crime. And when that happens, all bets are off, right? The only thing that needs to happen for it to start happening is the information has to come to light. And with me going on to every senator's fucking X and blasting all his social media people with, have you guys seen Ashram Dapuna? You child diddlers? You know, like eventually it's gonna like, you know, so like, I don't know, get ready.